It's an elegant solution. Elegant solutions are by nature very simple, and that's what makes them very special. That's what Zero Networks is. It's an elegant and simple solution for a very difficult problem. So my name is Henry Mayorga. I am the Chief Information Security Officer for Baron Capital. We are a long-term investment firm here in New York City. I have more than 35 years of experience in IT with many different Wall Street institutions. We had a number of different penetration tests, and the recommendation that came back to us was that we needed to do segmentation of some form to separate the different areas of the network. We actually bought firewalls, and we put them in the core of the network, and we actually broke into little segments, and each segment was maybe a business unit. And that gave us some level of comfort, but not the level of control that we needed. We tried NSX from VMware, and that proved to be too complex. We looked at a couple of other companies, and they broke the network. They broke the network. I couldn't get, this basic ARP to work. So we stepped away from that, and we sort of stayed back to our firewall scenario until I got a hold of Zero Networks. My first impression of Zero Networks, I should say, is that it was too good to be true. I had already thought about the possibility of managing the Windows firewall for segmentations, and I knew it was very difficult to do. And I didn't think that it would work. But then we actually tested it, and we ran it, and I put you guys to the ringer. I demanded a lot, because I didn't believe that it would not break my network, or it wouldn't break my applications, more importantly. And it didn't. One of the main features that I like about Zero Networks is the fact that it doesn't require any agents, right? It's actually using technology that we already have. It's technology that we already had on the network for 20 years. I mean, for as long as we have firewalls, we could have done this. We just you couldn't manage the firewall at scale, and you couldn't manage the firewall intelligently. So we had every piece of what we needed in the solution there. What we did not have was the brains that Zero Networks brought into the process. The brains of understanding the traffic and being able to create the rules that are around it. The value proposition of Zero Networks to us was the fact that it was capable of doing something that no other product had done, which is to really understand and learn what the network is. Basically sort of build the policies itself. So when we deployed it and we saw what it was learning by the traffic patterns that we were seeing, we realized that this is the right approach. Because if you understand what is the normal flow of traffic on the network, then locking anything else out is pretty straightforward. It's not simple, but it's straightforward. Typically, when you deploy a solution like this, it may take weeks, even months before you put all the software out there and you test everything. With this, it was an issue of basically turning on a few rule sets around the core of the network, and then stepping back and look at the operation of the system. We actually learned so much about our network. There was a lot of things that we didn't know about our network, but we also saw that there were situations where there were communications that shouldn't be there and that we needed to be able to lock down. You don't get to do that unless you have a way to visualize that traffic, unless you have a way to understand the traffic patterns. And without deploying anything else than what we already had on the network, we were able to do that. Not just for the desktop, but also for servers. So that and the ease of deployment is really something that was shocking to me. I didn't think it was going to work. I really didn't think. And I kept asking my guys, let's break it. I was looking to break it. I said, let's break it. There's got to be a way around this. And we tried, but we couldn't break it. I'm going to say something that is important that you guys understand. Zero Networks as a company does not just a product to make money. Zero Networks as a company has software that is being used by us for our own benefit. Bluehound, right? The RPC firewall. These are things that developers at Zero Networks have put out into the public domain that benefit all of us. And you can't say that a lot about people. There's a lot of marketing companies out there, but very few people really care about protecting you. I feel that Zero Networks is not just doing a product, but is doing an ethical approach to protecting my environment. That's very important to me.